Hello student, in the last lectures what we have basically discussed is how to delete a specific node from a linked list. In this lecture what we will be discussing is how to create a sorted linked list at a runtime. When I say at a runtime means whenever you are scanning the value from the user at that time only your program should sort your list accordingly. So for example, let's say first entry you have to wrote 5. So at that time only you have one node. Then for second entry what you add is you added let's say 6, then it should come after this, so this connection will be there. Okay, but let's say after that you added 2, so the 2 should come here, that should be like this. So your linked list should be sorted. Okay, so for sorting what you can do is to create such a linked list at a runtime. First thing is, whenever you are creating a list at that time only you have to arrange your node accordingly. What I meant is the position of a node which you are connecting, that should be checked like this. Means whenever you are putting a number, let's say after this I have decided that I want to add 3. Okay, so 3 should be what, between 2 and 5. So what happens is, like if I am adding a number 3, first it should compare it with this. So 2 is actually greater than 3, so that is 2 is less than 3. Okay, so that is okay, and after this it should check with this. So 5 is actually greater than 3. So at that time your link should be something like this and then this, and this link should be broken. This we want to do it using a linked list. So for this what I am doing is I am first creating a list. Let's say struct, I am giving it a name linked list. Okay, integer number, and your pointer variable is let's say struct linked list next. Okay, this is your number. Okay, and at the end semicolon. Now what I am doing is I am again using typedef struct linked list. I am giving it a name node pointer. Okay, after this I am using two functions here. One function is for sorting and the other function is for printing. Okay, so for sorting the function which I am using is let's say called sort. Okay, see, whenever I want to sort a linked list, as an argument what I want to basically do is I have to pass a linked list itself. So node, let's say I am giving a variable name list, and other thing which I want to do during the sorting is once sorting is done I want to add that node, that new entry. So for that I am passing a number, let's say integer x. Okay, what it will return is it will basically return the base address of your list. So it will be again a structural pointer, that's why node asterisk sort node asterisk list comma integer x. Another one function I am using is for printing. For printing, as an argument I have to pass my linked list. So again structural pointer, my printing function will not return any value, so that's why it's a void type. Now if you are coming to main body, void main. Okay, now first thing I am defining one variable, let's say node asterisk head. Head is basically what? Head is the starting point of your linked list, and I am assigning it a value null. Okay, then I am defining one more variable, let's say integer n. Now what I am doing is I am taking value of n from the user. That for that I am using number scanf function. After this I am putting condition while and does not equals to minus 999. Okay, see, whenever you will start this program, when you are trying to do the first entry, it doesn't have anything to compare with. At that time what we will do is if head equals to null, this will be only true when you are starting your linked list. At that time what you can do is first you can give memory to your head block using this. So head equals to node asterisk malloc size of node. So I created one memory block. After this head, that is number, is equals to value n. After this what I can do is head next is equals to null. Okay, this is only for creating base node. When I want to create a base node, I can use this. Once base node is created, this is not useful. For the second entry onwards, what we can do is we can go for something like this. After if I am writing else, and in this I will be basically calling actually my sort function. So head equals to sort head comma my number. What variable name we have given? We have used the number n. Okay, integer type n that I am passing. Okay, and after this my else body is over. Then again I am scanning it, scanf %d and %n, and your while loop is over. Once your while loop is over, you are going for print function, print head. As an argument I am passing head, and after this your main body is over. So what we have basically done is, let's go again the program. I created one linked list using a structure. Then I have created one function, let's say node sort, which has basically two arguments. One is node asterisk list, that is basically a structural pointer, and integer x. Then again we have one more, that is void print, and it has an argument node asterisk list, that is structural pointer. Return type is void, but in this case return type is basically a structural pointer. Then after that I have defined one pointer variable head, which I have initially assigned value null. Then I have scanned one number. I have used one while loop where condition is and does not equals to -999. Until you don't add -999, this loop will continuously run. When you are entering the first value, then at the time head equals to null. So you will create your base using this. Once your base is created, then it will not go inside this if, it will directly go to else. And here we are calling sort function. I have not declared a sort function. Now we will be going for declaration of that, and in this your entry will be sorted. Once that is done, again it will scan new value, and again it will repeat the procedure. It will come inside this and it will sort, and at the end I am printing it. Okay, now your declaration of your sort function, node asterisk sort. Okay, here I am using function node asterisk list and integer x. Okay, here semicolon will not come. Okay, here I am defining some variables. Let's say node asterisk p1 asterisk p2 and let's say asterisk p. Okay, asterisk p1 I am putting it as null. Okay, so I am writing just p1 equals to null. Okay, and p2 is equals to, I am writing list. So my p2 variable is pointing here, that is at the location of your head. Okay, now I am using for loop which has no initial condition. Okay, and I am putting condition p2 number less than x. Okay, and here I am writing p2 is equals to p2 next. Okay, here what I am doing is I am writing p1 is equals to p2. Okay, I am keeping the location of p1. I am keeping the final location of p2 inside the p1. Okay, after this what I am doing is I am putting one more condition. If p2 next equals to null, then p2 is equals to p2 next, and at the end I am writing break, so it will basically terminate all loops. Okay, now let me explain you the logic behind this. Okay, so p1 will be keeping record of the previous location where you want to add the number. Let's say you have first entry 1, then you have second entry, let's say 2, then you have the third entry, let's say 4. Okay, here in between you want to add 3. So when you will be adding 3, so your P1 will be here. So P1 will be pointing here. So P1 will keep record of this, P2 will keep record of this. So when you are adding new node, let's say you have created a new node, so your P1 next will point here and your P2 will here. So it will be here. So you can directly arrange that node. Okay. Once this is done, next part will be what? Now you have to create a new node. So for creating new node, I am using P is equals to node asterisk malloc size of node. Once this is done, after this what I am doing is P number is equals to x. Okay, now you have one more condition. Let's say if you are trying to add at the starting position, then your P1 will be null, you will not go inside the loop. Let's say I want to add 0 here, so if I am adding 0, then it will not go inside the loop and value of P1 will be directly null. So I will be writing, okay, I am writing this in a new page. If P1 equals to null, if P1 equals to null, then okay, P next is equals to list and list is equals to P. Okay, so what I have done is I have added my node at the starting position. Okay, because what I write is P next. P next is basically the next pointer value, and that pointer value I have pointed at the starting location, that is head. And then what I have done is I have changed the position of head from that. Okay, that I have changed it. Okay, if this is not true, then else. Okay, now what we have to do is so for doing this, first what we will do is we have to arrange this. Okay, so you have the record of position, so what you will write is P next is equals to P2. Okay, so I have connected, let's say this is your first node 1, second node let's say 2, and this is your actually fourth, and this is your new node, that is your P, let's say 3. So what I have done is I have connected these two. Now what I have to do is I have to make this connection. So this connection is basically made by P next is equals to P2. For making this connection, I am using P1 next is equals to P. Okay, and after this again I have to call this function or not. I have to call this function. See, here you have to use recursive function, because when you are starting, you are doing for the just one node. Okay, you don't need a recursive function here. Sorry, this is your first function body. Now you have one more function body, that is void print. Void print, here you have to return the base address actually here. So for base address I am writing return list. See, value of location of list I have not change in program throughout. Only change I have made is during this, that is at the first location if you want to add. Okay, now void print node asterisk list. Okay, in this if list equals to null, printf null. Okay, else printf %t list number. Okay. After this, what I'm doing is, here I'm using recursive function. By this return list, sorry, here I'm using print list next. So I'm calling my function inside a function. What I've used is return print list next. Okay. This complete program will basically create a sorted linked list at the runtime. If you want to refer this program is actually available in a short form in your textbook exercise, so you can refer it. And if you have any doubts, you can contact me through my email ID or phone number. Thank you.